Do you think we can apply a concept in our calligraphy design? And if you think so, do you think the outcome of our design is going to be different? This is a topic I wanted to discuss today. My name is Mahmoud Mustafa, and I'm an Egyptian Arabic calligraphy artist and designer. Of course, we can apply concept in our calligraphy design, but the question is how? Because when we start to learn calligraphy, our mind think in a specific way. This way stick with us for a long while, and when we start to do any creative process, our mind is gonna trick us to get back to it all the time because it is a default mode. So we have to start to break this kind of mentality to think differently. As an example, we're gonna see together how I developed the idea of the artwork behind me here, which is we applied last time on a canvas. And I will take you through the process of developing the idea step by step. So the first step before we do any kind of a sketch is that we have to understand the text which we're gonna write. The text is very, very important, and if there is any kind of explanation or interpretation for this kind of text, you have to go and search for it. Then you will start after that to build your own concept, and then from your concept you will start to build your sketches on it. And for this design here, as you can see, we have just two words. This two words is just apart from a verse from the Holy Quran. It say that here, فَإِنِّي قَرِيب, which means, indeed, I'm close. And here Allah is speaking about his relationship with us and how he's close to us. So for my own concept, which I wanted to represent in this ayah, which is the closeness we have with Allah in our relationship with him. In the second step, I will start the sketches while I'm having the concept in my mind. So I will try different order for the words or maybe some different connections to see if that is gonna give me new shapes or give me a better design based on the concept I have. And while I'm working, I will start to put some frames around some compositions to imagine how it would look like in the final stage. At a point while I'm sketching, it came to my mind this idea, which is to combine the letters which have similar shapes in one shape to use it as a common shape. Then I made the whole parts connected to each other. And to make the idea more closer to our mind, I started to make the disconnected parts connected. I even made the frame around the design similar as this type of close-up shots, which you're gonna see in photography. And here is the final design. As you can see, this is the idea of the frame around, which is I meant to make as the close-up shots. Instead of just like continuing with the ya and the ba here, I just chose to stop. And also for the alif, it was the same. I felt I can also make something different with these nuqtas. And instead of just making the nuqta touching each other, I tried to overlap very small parts here and here too. As you can see, I tried to connect here the words somehow with فَإِنِّي, and then قَرِيب, I started to connect them too. And for the fa of فَإِنِّي and the qaf of قَرِيب, I chose also to make them as one, as I explained earlier. Finally, I would say that building your designs based on a concept will always make you end up with great and unique designs. It is not going to be an easy task. It might take some time too, but you have to develop your own way to start making your unique designs. So every time you're gonna see an artwork, you have to think if there's a concept behind it or not. And if there is a concept, what this concept is. And you have to think also about how you're gonna make your own concept about the same text or the same verse somehow. And with time, you will start to build your own designs based on your own concept. I hope this discussion was helpful. And of course, if you have any questions about this topic, just leave it for me. Until next time, salam.